Look at that char, that glaze. These are the baby back ribs, but not the way you've seen them done before. I cut every single one individually before they ever hit the smoker, and it changes the whole game. You're starting with one rack of baby backs. First thing, cut them into individual ribs right now, before the rub goes on. That means the smoke hits every surface, develops bark on every side, and each one its own perfect little bite. For the rub, 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, 1 each of garlic powder, onion powder, paprika, and salt. Coat every surface. Don't be shy. The more coverage, the better the bark. I like to add a little spice to mine as well with some Slap Ya Mama seasoning. Zip that bag up and shake it good. Make sure all the clumps are broke up. This is going to give you the best coating on each rib. I really like using this Ziploc bag method for marinating things and coating them in spices. You get the best coverage, and then when we put this in the fridge for between 4 and 24 hours, we're going to get all that flavor sealed in. At first, I'm going to leave a little bit of air in here. This is a pro tip, by the way. Then that's going to give me room to shake those ribs around so that there's seasoning on every surface. We're going to get everything all touched up there, bounce it around a little bit. You don't want to be too rough with it. Sharp bone will puncture that bag if it's sharp enough. But you can see I got good coverage. I got everything nice and sticky with that brown sugar and spice seasoning. Now we're going to push all the air out, zip that up. We're going to stick that in the fridge. This one went overnight. With the rec tech on either low or up to about 250, we'll go ahead and get these started. I did 225 on this batch. You just want to make sure that they're not all bunched up together. That's why I didn't just dump them onto the grill grates here. The key is low and slow until we build that bark, that beautiful rusty, slightly crusty exterior that locks all the juice in. No lid peeking. Let the smoke do its thing. You're looking for a dark mahogany color and a bark that doesn't look wet anymore. That's your signal. Another thing you'll start to see as this goes, I've flipped this about halfway through. So I started the smoker, got the ribs on, and about an hour in, this is what I've got. It's already pretty tender, and you can see that that color is developing well. But it needs more time. So I'm going to go about another hour, give or take, and look at this. Oof. These things, you can see that it's pulled away from the bone. That means that the meat has shrunk down and that any connective tissue has broke down. Now it's time for the butter bath. We have that beautiful bark and crust developed. So we're going to stick these all in a tinfoil packet, add some butter, apple cider vinegar, and honey to finish this off. We're going with 4 tablespoons or pads of butter, about 3 tablespoons of honey. Look at that drizzle. And then about 3 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. This is the perfect combination of sweet and tangy and rich butter mixed with that salty bark that we've developed. You can't get a better flavor than this. Seal it tight, back on the smoker. Now we've bumped it up to 275 Fahrenheit for 1 to 2 hours. You want them probe tender. When a toothpick slides in with 0 resistance, you're there. Open the packet if you're saucing. Now's the time. Brush it on and let it get tacky. Then crank the heat to broil and get some char on these. That contrasts sticky, sweet glaze with a little char is what takes them from good to unforgettable. Watch them close. The sugar burns fast. You want color, not carbon. I just like to get the edges a little bit blackened. Now watch this, man. This meat, it falls off the bone. It's got plenty of chew. You can see I couldn't help myself. Had to pop that piece in here. I'm going to plate these up for you, and I'm going to pour on a little bit of Carolina Gold barbecue sauce that I get at Trader Joe's. It's some pretty good stuff. You can use any sauce that you want. Because I didn't completely coat them in that barbecue sauce, I really get that smoky dry rub flavor. These are moist and they're sticky. That flavorful bark is delightful. This is a party rib. You make a pile of these and nobody goes home hungry. The full recipe is in the description. If you like this one, check out my pork belly burn ends. Same grill, same butter bath idea, completely different level. Subscribe for more new recipes every week. I served these for Easter Sunday with some deviled eggs and some, we call them Mormon funeral potatoes here in the West. Great combination of rich and buttery.